Good morning, everyone. Shalene Davis here from A Fit Mom's Journey. So we are going camping this weekend and I need to prepare for that. I am going to end up making tacos one night, nachos one night. I'm gonna go ahead and make up some buffalo chicken dip. That's a really good, just easy, healthier dip. And I can put it on a quesadilla so I can use my wraps. My family can make quesadillas with it and they can use their own wraps. You can have it just as a dip with some celery. You can have it as a dip with some garlic bread. It's super easy to make. I'm sure you guys have all made it before, but I'm gonna turn it into some wraps or quesadillas that I can make when we're camping, so I don't have to do all that. So if that sounds interesting, come along here with me. A couple more ingredients I had to get out. So I've got my bowl here. So if you've never made buffalo chicken dip, it is super, super good. We really like it around here. My family usually eats it with garlic bread. Okay, so we are going to start off by draining our chicken. As you know, I make my own canned chicken, and I can link that video below if you'd like. I explained in a previous video that whenever there was some grocery shortages, you know, that year we all love, we can remember, I went ahead and stocked up on some canned chicken. That was way before I started making my own canned chicken. And this is the last of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this up instead of using my canned chicken. So I do strain the water off. My family does not like canned chicken by itself, but if I turn it into something, they're perfectly fine with it. So. Do you guys like to go camping? Do you camp? Or not? We used to be big campers. We now go about 2 or 3 times in the summer. I am gonna go ahead and get rid of some of these fatty pieces. That's why I said I really like to can my own because you just get a better quality and texture. All these fatty pieces here, they really just don't need. So I'm just gonna take a second to kind of break it all up. What? Go lay down, please. Can you lay down? So my dog thinks she needs to be in here with me because I have food. Anytime I have food, she thinks she needs to be in here. So I'm gonna go ahead. So we had a 4-pack of cream cheese. It was like $6 at Sam's. So that's the way to get cream cheese if you have a Sam's membership. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this whole out 8-ounce block. And I like to put it in my microwave for about 30 seconds just to get it softened. If you were thinking ahead of time, you could have easily popped this just out on the counter first thing in the morning and you would have had softened cream cheese. But I did not do that, and it'll be okay. It'll still turn out just fine. So if you're following along, we've actually used our canned chicken twice this week so far. So we've had some busier nights and I've been off of work, so I've just used up some canned chicken, and these are so convenient when you just need a quick little meal to throw together. If you have a pressure canner, do not wait. Make some canned chicken, or even there's other proteins that you can make in the canner. I have not done any of that. I actually have some brisket that I was thinking about pressure canning, but part of me wants to have a good smoked brisket, and I won't be able to have that if I pressure can it, or I have to smoke it first, and I have not done that, so I'm gonna, good thing I have that cover on. Otherwise, it's all over my microwave. I think probably got it soft enough now. Just gonna get a fork. Oh, my cream cheese is fighting back. So I just kind of give that a little bit of a mix. With buffalo chicken dip, there's so many different things that you can do. You can add blue cheese, we do not. You can add ranch powder, we do not. We use just a block of cream cheese. I'm going to use the rest of this ranch and probably some of my new ranch, but I always like to use my first stuff up first. So the stuff that's been in the fridge for a little bit, I like to make sure I go through it first. So I got this big old thing at my local discount store, so we're just gonna pour about a quarter cup. You can always add more. You can't really take it away. So I'm gonna try that. Now as far as seasonings, we're just doing salt, pepper, and garlic powder. All you really need. Last but not least, we are going to add some cheese in it and then on top of it when we bake it. So you could eat this as a cold salad just right here and have it on crackers or have it in a wrap. But I'm going to bake it if it's a nice crusty cheese layer on top. And everybody loves a nice crusty cheese layer. That was not enough cheese, so I'm gonna have to get some more cheese from Sam's, it looks like. I'm gonna go with that. Like I said, we're gonna put some on top too, so you may not even need to use our other ranch dressing. So this is where you kind of taste it and find out if your seasoning's good. Make sure it's not too spicy. It's cheesy. I can actually use a little more spice. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more of that. This is a really good family meal. It could be like a lunch. It could just be an appetizer. But like I said, when you put it on a tortilla, and you can make taquitos with it, you can make quesadillas with it, you can make just like a wrap with it. But when you do that, it makes it like a full meal instead of just a quick little dip. You know me and my veggies, so I will cut this celery up into sticks, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready to go in my oven. Use my little sprayer here. You do want to spray your pan. It's going to stick if you don't get all that cheese, and it's basically just the cheese, but it will stick if you don't spray it. Okay, that in there. I actually think I got a lot more cheese in there than I originally wanted, so I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on top, but probably not a ton. You can put this in a bigger pan. I probably should have done that. That's okay, it'll all work out. Okay. Normally I would do more of the cheese than that, but like I said, it just doesn't, I don't think it needs it. So we're going to do that. And we're going to start our oven at like 350. And Puppy is right by my feet. So take my little thing here, and we're going to get our celery cut up and ready to go. You guys, leave me in the comments what you guys like to do with canned chicken. Are you one of those people who's never used it and kind of weirded out by it? Leave that in the comments and tell me what you like to do with it. You can make chicken pot pie with it. You can make any kind of soup. It's just a very easy convenience meal, and it's just good to have around. I can whip up some, like I said, taquitos. I don't have to have the buffalo chicken variety. I can actually turn off my water. I can actually make like a chicken taco variety with some cream cheese and some chili powder and some salsa. Make like a taquito with my wrap. We could definitely do that. There's so many different things that you can do with it. But our go-tos are usually chicken salad and buffalo chicken dip. Kind of what my family prefers. Okay, so our celery's cut up. I don't know if you know this trick or not, but if you take celery or carrots or anything veggie like that that's got that harder texture and just put it in a jar, and you're going to fill it with cold water, they will stay good for a long time, like longer than you think they would. And then I'm going to put the rest of them just ready to go into a little container so that I can have my buffalo chicken dip, or I can have celery with peanut butter, and the bonus to this is it looks so pretty. When you have carrots like this, when you have celery like this, it just looks so pretty in the food. And it's practical too. So I'm going to do that. Now I think since we've got our oven on, I think I'm gonna make myself like a little treat. So I've got those brownie mixes. I'm gonna go get one, and maybe we'll make some like smaller mini muffin brownies or something. We'll see. I'm gonna go get those. Okay guys, I'm back and I have this. If you follow me in a different video, I talked about how I got this at my local discount store, and we're gonna make that together. Put this up here. Didn't open that. Always clean up as you go, that way you don't have a huge mess later. Got these little containers. I'm just going to put that celery in there, and that'll be my celery I use for the dip that I use first. So I am going to be making some more chicken broth in the future, so I'm going to go ahead and save these. I don't always, but I am going to go ahead and save these. Put that in my freezer. Okay, so this recipe calls for half a stick of butter. Ooh, and it looks like I have that right there. Look at that. That makes it easy. I'm going to, actually it says room temperature, so we're just going to take the chill off. About 30 seconds. Okay. So yeah. It's not melted, so I'll bring you over here. So it says we need this brownie mix, we need this butter, that's 2 eggs going in, and then we're just gonna mix it up. I always pop my eggs first, especially with brownies, because you don't want to overmix brownies. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. I've got 2 eggs, whisk eggs in a separate mixing bowl. I didn't do that. It's okay. It'll be okay. It is a thicker brownie batter. It has a really good flavor to it, guys. And then if you have some ice cream, that just takes it to the next level, because then you can make a brownie sundae. Who doesn't like brownie sundae? Go ahead and spray it first. Otherwise it will stick. See guys, if I didn't take the time to make a brownie, a cookie, something like that, especially when we're out and about and we're doing something special, I feel like I need to have a treat, and that's fine. I can have a treat. I can make that decision, and I can just enjoy that. But if I want to stay on track, I'll be perfectly fine having my brownies or my peanut butter bars or my cookies, whatever I decided to take with me. I always take some of my 85% chocolate to have just a snack too. I usually take some sugar-free ice cream bars because they have those now, which is fabulous. And I just have everything ready to go. This is what I do. This is how I've been able to stay pretty much sugar-free for 8 years. Have I had sugar in those 8 years? Absolutely. Do I try my best to make the best choices possible most of the time? That's what I'm about. So I'm gonna move you over here. And if you see, our oven just preheated, so we're gonna throw this in there. I hope our brownies don't taste like buffalo chicken dip. That would not be good. So it says we need to bake it for 20 minutes. See our buffalo chicken dip in there? The cheese is starting to melt, so it's going to be yummy. When you make your buffalo chicken dip, you do not have to cook it first. Like I said, it's already cooked. So I could spread this on my tortilla right now and make a quesadilla with it. And that little bit of cooking process is just basically warming it up, melting the cheese. But that's all you would really have to do. I'm just going through this process because more than likely my husband just came home and he might want some lunch. So he might eat that with some garlic bread or some, maybe even celery. But I can make my son a quesadilla, but I'm just go ahead and cooking it now. That way it's ready to go. But you don't, like I said, you don't even have to cook it because it is already all boiled. So that's what's so convenient about having the chicken. Okay guys, look at that creamy, cheesy, delicious mixture. I'm just going to spread a layer on half of this tortilla and then we're just going to fold it in half and make a quesadilla. It'll get crispy either way. Sometimes I even take some kind of like another pan and weight it down to really get that good crisp on there, but not necessary. Okay guys, this is what we've got. We've got our buffalo chicken dip and we got our brownies for our camping trip. I may or may not have snuck a piece this morning. Okay, good morning guys. I'm not gonna show you me because I'm in my pajamas and I'm just trying to get ready for camping. So this is kind of what we do. You see, I've got a bunch of iced coffees and I've got my protein shakes there. That's just gonna help me where I can grab something quick in the morning. So what I do when I'm going out of town, and I hope you do the same because it would really, really help you, is just go through your fridge and just completely clean it out, get everything in the dishwasher and go ahead and start that. That way you don't come home to a bunch of moldy food, you don't come home to a mess. Okay guys, I got cilantro about 3 or 4 days ago. I was planning on making pico. I'm not gonna get around to it, so I'm gonna do an experiment. I've heard that if you take it and put it in some water, let me see the right vessel I want to use here. And you put it in your fridge with the wrapper over it, and I always turn it inside out. That it will last for a few days. So we're going to experiment with this and see if our pico is good whenever we get back. So if you can see, I'm sauteing some zucchini and some green peppers from my garden. How exciting. And onions. So this is going to be 2 servings worth. I'm going to go ahead and set myself up for success tomorrow by go ahead and making my breakfast. So as you know, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the egg where it's not quite set. We are going camping this weekend and I wanna show you how I prepare to try to stay as close to my healthy eating plan as possible. I do some tweaks to kind of make myself feel like I'm getting a treat, but for the most part, I try to stay pretty good. So I'll show you what I'm bringing with me. We're gonna start over here. I've just got my fresh veggies, you know, that you're supposed to eat a ton of fresh veggies, so that actually keeps you full. I've got some grapes in here, some cherries. I've got some carrots. I might bring a couple of my guacamoles. I've got some brownies we made yesterday. I've got some cookies that I had in the freezer. Those are those chocolate chip cookies, if you've seen that video. Got some almonds. This is if I feel like I need something sugary and chocolate. Nuts. I've got two versions here. I know they are not exactly 100% like, you know, really good because they do have a little bit of sugar, but it's okay. I'm okay with the little amount there is. So we've got our buy drinks. I got some lemon flavored water just to give myself something different. I got some cuties here. This is my breakfast I prepped this morning. I've got my almond milk in case I need something. I'm not sure if I'm bringing that. This is my deer jerky from the other day. A couple pieces of bread so I can make toast. Okay, sorry about that. I got interrupted. So I've got two healthier chip options and popcorn options. If you look on potatoes, avocado oil, and sea salt. And then this is popcorn, olive oil, and sea salt. So that's what you want to look if you're looking for a really clean snack. Like I said, if you look at this one, it's probably not as clean, and I'm okay with it because it's going to keep me from having a bunch of junk. So, okay, I'm not sure where we left off. I've got my pre-portioned bottles here. You know, I love them. I've got my protein shakes in here, chocolate protein shakes. Got my iced coffee so that, you know, I'm not tempted to get a Frappuccino from the gas station. Got some kefir here to take with me because you want to still be healing your gut because I'm going to be gone for 4 days. If there's just a couple days, I might not do that. I've got these wraps I can make. I can add some lunch meat and some different things, or I can add my buffalo chicken dip. And I can just make them for my family. I can make them for me, or I can just have some celery and eat it just like that. So we're going to take our Instapot along. We're going to have tacos one night, and we're going to have nachos the next night. We're going to have burgers and brats the next night. And so this is just kind of what I do to try to stay somewhat, you know, on plan, because I don't want to feel bad. That's the thing, is when I eat junk, I do not feel good. And I do not want to be out on the river and on camping feeling like crap because I ate a bunch of stuff I shouldn't have. So if I choose to make a choice, then I'll make that choice. But if I don't, I've got all these options to keep me on track. So if you enjoyed this, I hope that you stick around, and if you want to, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you later. Bye.